Merry Christmas Eve to you if you're with me live, or Merry Christmas, Happy Holy Days to you. I'm so honored to be spending a few moments with you, and I want to share with you something that I think is so lovely. I received this gift, this necklace from my good friend Jennifer Joseph Lear, and it is the Lord's Prayer, which I love so much. It's very, very special to me, the Lord's Prayer. Years ago, when disciples asked Jesus, how do we pray? He said, pray like this. And he shared the Lord's Prayer, a very powerful prayer that supports us in aligning with our higher nature and our divine creator. And the Lord's Prayer, it was translated. There were several translations. Let me see. I'm going to pull this up. It was translated from the ancient Aramaic into Greek, then to Latin, and then to English. So from my perspective, it's a beautiful prayer. When I was in school, my teachers handed out a beautiful piece of paper, a gift for us, that was the Lord's Prayer, and it is the translation directly from Aramaic into English. And I don't know who we give credit to this to, but I want to share it with you because I think it is incredibly mystical, incredibly magical, and it's something that I've gotten a great deal of value from. So I'll just start by sharing the Lord's Prayer as we are most familiar with it, and then I'm going to share the Lord's Prayer from Aramaic to English, and I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions and feelings about it. So the Lord's Prayer, the way most of us know it, is Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, power, and glory forever and ever. Amen. And I do love to start my day with this every day. I think it is a way of really connecting and aligning more directly with our Creator. And this is why Jesus was so powerful, because he was so connected consciously and aligned directly with his Father. And I like what the Course in Miracles says. Jesus is our elder brother. And I want to look to him so that I can open up more fully to my connection with my Creator. That is how we can start to experience more heaven on earth. That's how we can bring more miracles, grace, ease, and joy to the world. This is how we transition from a life of fear, ego, and disconnection to a life of love, connection, alignment, heaven, grace, ease, and joy. And I personally decided I want to invite and live this life for myself. And it's a personal choice. If that's something that resonates for you, perhaps you would like to receive the blessing of this prayer. O cosmic birther of all radiance and vibration, soften the ground of our being and carve out a space within us where your presence can abide. Fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered to bear the fruit of your mission. Let each of our actions bear fruit in accordance with your desire. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and share what each being needs to grow and flourish. Untie the tangled threads of our past that binds us as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Do not let us be seduced by that which would divert us from our true purpose, but illuminate the opportunities of the present moment. For you are the ground and the fruitful vision, the birther, power, and fulfillment, as all is made whole and gathered together once again. So from my perspective, that is so mystical and it is so magical. And if you are ready to gather all things together and become whole once again, I think this prayer is extremely powerful, extremely mystical. I have put it to a guided meditation, and I've done it in third person and in first person. So if that's something you would like to receive, let me know. Just give me your email address and I'll send it over to you. And I do really feel it is such a beautiful and powerful way just to relax into that place of peace that is within all of us. and then to more directly align with our soul and source. You know, if we try to do our lives alone, we're going to suffer. It's an illusion because we aren't alone. We are all one. And again, we live on a planet of free will and choice. What do we choose? Do we choose to do this alone? Do we choose to live in the place of disconnection and fear and of our own understanding? Or do we choose to turn our face towards love, towards our cosmic Father, Mother, God, towards the truest truth, the capital T truth of who we are? And the more I do this, the more I find my life works with a lot of grace, ease, clarity, miracle, synchronicity, peace, joy, coincidence, and great love. I like the saying, coincidence is God's way of remaining anonymous. And it's not the case anymore in my life. Coincidence means God loves me and is guiding me and directing me. And I'm always like, I know that was you. And the more I've experimented with this whole notion, the more that my life works, the more my life is heaven on earth. And I think each and every one of us can have this experience of heaven on earth. Jesus said so. You know, he told his disciples, this is how you pray. And though it is called the Lord's Prayer, I like to think of it as the disciples' prayer. So if you're ready to be a disciple, if you're ready to be a little bit more disciplined, if you're ready to step more fully into your true nature, which is the child in whom God is well pleased, the blessing to God and to the planet, and to live a life of more miracles, joy, grace, ease, and abundance. You can. It's simply a matter of being consistent. And so, again, if you'd like to receive this prayer, I would love to gift it to you, both in written form and the guided meditation form. And again, it's a beautiful way to start and finish your day. There's so much richness in here. It's basically saying, God, direct my path. Put me on the path you would have me walk. Create with me and through me. Help me to experience heaven on earth. And you deserve that. We all deserve that. It's just a matter, do we want to invite and receive the blessing and gift that this is? For me personally, what I want is to awaken to more of the divinity within. I want to really look to my elder brother to support me in waking up to the truest truth of who I am, which is love, which is connection, which is creativity, which is celebration. And when we say, do not divert my eyes, do not let me be seduced. You know, this world is Maya, this world is illusion, and we can get distracted by it. We can think we want or need something outside of ourselves to experience happiness. And I really believe when we go for God, all things are added unto thee. And we may start to get grabby with the things that we want outside of us, be it a relationship, be it a career opportunity, be it a material object. But I have found the more I really consistently go for that something greater, what I want shows up with grace and ease. And maybe it doesn't look exactly like what I thought, but it's usually, if not always, better. So I want that for you as well. Thank you, Kim. Merry Christmas to you. How are you, sweet thing? Brenda, thank you. It is the most blessed year yet. I've been experiencing so much joy and creativity and sweetness and peace. And I'm sure I've shared with you before, I used to suffer and struggle so much in every area of my life, with my health, with my finances, with my relationships. And those are the three areas that we, I think, struggle the most. Those are our real opportunities to turn our face back to God and understand that these things can be healed, not of our own understanding, not of our own volition and ego and sense of separation, but when our hearts are broken and we fall to our knees, when we start to have that conversation with that something greater and want to receive help and support, it's there. And perhaps there's a buffer of time before we ask and then receive. But if we're consistent, if we're diligent, if we're disciplined, eventually life is going to shift. Life is going to improve. And I used to think, yeah, that probably works for everyone, but it probably won't work for me. But you know what? I'm not that special. I'm not that special, and neither are you. This work works. This work works. So to stay consistently on our knees and ask, request, and it is given, that we be guided and directed, that we can open more fully to the truth of who we are. And the truth of who you are is beauty, it's creativity, it's love. Without exception, every human being that's breathing, their essence is love. Some people are further away from that. Some people don't really know it, haven't accepted it or invited it. They're working their things out. They're working out the things their soul wants them to learn. And we can bless them on their path so that they can open more fully to the truth of who they are. And again, the most important thing we can do is keep taking personal responsibility for our connection to that something greater, to stay in relationship with that divine light that is breathing us. And the more I pray without stopping, I pray without ceasing, the more I do this more consistently, the better and better and better life gets. Where I used to struggle and suffer, my finances, I was in poverty. I would give it on a scale of 1 to 10, a 3, a 2. Sometimes it felt like a 1. There was so much fear, false evidence appearing real. My relationships were so painful, so much betrayal, so much hurt and heartache, so much fear. My health, I was very disconnected from the source of vibrancy and aliveness. But as I have been more consistent and diligent in this conversation with the something greater, as I've asked more sincerely for guidance and help, ask and it is given. It is. And it might take a few moments, days, weeks, but if we're consistent, life will start to show up in a more exquisite, blessed way. So today, my life on a scale of 1 to 10 is a 9.5 in every arena: finances, relationships, and my health. And I want that for you too. So if you're ready to awaken to the truth and beauty of who you are, to know your value and worthiness as an inherent and beautiful, exquisite, unique aspect of the divine, if you want to know how to pray from the perspective of Jesus and the divine, I would love to share this beautiful guided meditation and prayer with you. So just let me know and I will email it right over to you. It's put to some really beautiful music and you can just listen and let it carry you on the wave. It's so powerful. There's so much power to the vibration of words and thoughts. And so if you want to start to open more fully to gifts and beauty and value and abundance and love for 2019, I want that for you as well. I've been consistently asking for this and staying in a very disciplined posture of fashion, which is essentially on my knees. I like something Marianne Williamson used to say, you know, I would be struggling and suffering and I would ask God for help and things would get better for a while and then I'd be off and running on my own accord and then things would fall apart. I would hit a wall. I would fall to my knees and then I would ask for help and guidance and support and I would receive it. And she said after doing this for a pattern and a series of time, she would say, you know, I think the next time I fall to my knees, I'm just going to stay there. And I feel like that's how I live. I'd run off the leash and then get choked on the choke chain and be brought back. That happened a lot, over and over and over. And I do believe we learn the same lessons over and over and over until we really, really learn them. So what I've learned, if I want my life to work with synchronicity, miracles, grace, ease, and joy, if I want to wake up to the truth of who I am as blessed and love, as important and valuable from the perspective of my creator, I have to stay on my knees. I have to stay in this posture of alignment. And it takes diligence. It takes consistency. It takes a little bit of work, but the blessings and rewards are beyond priceless. It is a way of starting to experience heaven on earth. And I want that for me. And I want that for you. And I want that for everyone who wants it for themselves. So I hope that this holiday, this holy day season is blessing you with a lot of peace and grace and ease. Hello, Richie. I love you. You are so special to me. You're always so, so positive. You are my soul brother. So if you would like to start this year, end this year and start 2019 in that posture of alignment, if you want to start to receive more God winks, grace, synchronicity, miracles, and blessings, if you want to experience more moments of heaven on earth, I absolutely think you can. I'm utterly confident that this is possible, because you're not so special that this isn't possible. And it just takes, I think, a matter of knowing this, or at least opening our mind to this possibility, and then be able to be in that relaxed posture, finding that place of peace within, and having those conversations with that something greater. Prayer is talking to God. Meditation is listening. And so if you'd like to receive this prayer and meditation, I would love to share it with you. I know it's been a really beautiful and powerful touchstone for me in my life, and has supported me into getting this place of higher ground. Hi, Teresa. I adore you. Merry Christmas. I think this can support you, because again, none of us are so special that we're outside of this circle of love. It's just a matter of relaxing into that place of love within, and being able to breathe into it, and at least open our mind to the possibility, an invitation to the truth, to the truest truth, that you are breathed by love, that you matter by your Creator, your Father, Mother, God. And again, to look to Christ as our elder brother. Teach me how to be more like you. Let's awaken to that Christ consciousness within. And I think that is personally the second coming of Christ, is us waking up to the divinity within, claiming ourselves as that exquisite child of God, and that Jesus is our elder brother, to hold his hand and to learn on this path as we become miracle workers in our own right, as we rise from the ashes of fear and pain and hurt and heartache and ego and disconnection, to the truest truth that we are aligned, that we are loved, that we are blessed, that we are valuable, that we are worthy. You are blessed, you are valuable, you are worthy. So I hope that I can share this gift with you that has supported me so much. And I hope that you know that you are a blessing in my life. I am so very grateful, very grateful. This has truly been the best year of my life. And a big part of it has been just being able to connect with so many of my friends, my spiritual rock climbers, on Facebook, and through my newsletter and email. People reading my book, getting in touch with me. Because again, I think relatedness, heart connection, love-based communication is what supports us in knowing our value. We need to be reflected back to that we are important and we are loved. And as we do, we spiral upward. Instead of playing tit for tat and focusing on what's bad and wrong, and if you started, I'm going to finish it, an eye for an eye, and the world ends up blind. I want to show up in a love-based fashion, even if people aren't behaving lovingly or lovely. It's easy to love people that are kind. Can we love people that aren't kind? And so when Jesus was on the cross and said, "Forgive them, Father, for they don't know what they're doing," he knew that they were his younger siblings and aspects of love. And as we can accept this, as we can accept forgiveness and grace, and as we share forgiveness and grace, we spiral up instead of spiral down. Instead of tit for tat, we become a blessing, and maybe open other people's hearts and minds to the fact that they are loved. And being loving, living love is heaven. It is heaven on earth. And so thank you, Teresa. You are such a blessing. I love seeing you here so much. And that is my intention, that they bring healing and hope to anyone that wants it and is ready for it. And again, I think that when the teacher's ready, the student appears, and when the student's ready, the teacher appears. And every single one of you have been such a blessing in my life. And I'm so looking forward to all the joy and blessings and creativity and prosperity and God winks that 2019 brings to me and to you. And I would say, let's keep holding hands. Let's keep setting that intention to live a life of greater truth and receiving grace and healing with sweetness and gentleness. And so I hope you're being very kind to yourself, and I hope that you are enjoying this very holy day season. And know that you are in my heart, and my meditation and my prayers. And just now, to finish our time together, just a quick personal prayer from me to our Creator and for you. Dear Father, Mother, God, Lord of all creation, just now I invite you into this moment that I'm spending with my exquisite soul siblings, my Facebook family and beyond. And I ask for a special blessing on this most holy of holidays, that they sense your presence more strongly than ever before, that they align more fully with the love that is in their hearts, that is the truth of who they are. May they experience a sense of peace. May they start to open more fully to their divine nature and experience more God winks and grace, synchronicity and miracles, so that they know that they are loved by you, so that they know they are surrounded by angels, so that they know they're incredibly valuable, incredibly worthy, and in truth, priceless from your perspective. May each of us open more fully to our divine nature, clear out what is no longer serving us so that we may receive the blessings and bounty that you have for each and every one of us. May we live up to our destiny and to your vision and version of you through us on this planet, taking into consideration each of our unique paths, talents, gifts, and propensities. Thank you for the blessings in our lives. Thank you for the blessings that are on their way to us now. Thank you for our heart connections and our relationships. Thank you for our prosperity. Thank you for our bodies. Thank you for this opportunity to learn, to grow, and to expand more fully into the truth of who we are as aspects of you. So thank you for spending a little time with me here today. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas Eve. Happy, happy holidays. And I will look forward to connecting with you next Monday and continue the celebration of our human experience as Earth Angels. So know you are my heart and my prayers. And I'm so, so very grateful for you and so very proud of you. Thank you. Thank you for continuing to spend time with me. And I love you, Kathy. I love you, Teresa. You are both incredible blessings to me. Oh, Kim and Brenda, I'm just so blessed to be connecting with you on this holy day season. Happy, Merry Christmas. Happy 2019. I love you. Be in touch if you want the Lord's Prayer in the original version. I'll send it right over to you. Take good, gentle care of yourself and celebrate yourself. Okay? God bless you. Onward and upward. Bye for now.